So right now we're having some warm-up before the actual match starts with the knife round. A couple more rounds. Certainly going better. Yeah, Skype to DH Ruven, however your name is pronounced. Skype is fine as a third-party thing.
One in east, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I thought there was one in east as well.
On east, guy, just left. No.
Seems like the stream is lagging a bit. I heard there's a World of Warcraft tournament
It's all
thing
touched
going
the
on.
one, but
Oh.
turn it off by now if it is.
Are you...
It's not.
Pardon?
Yeah, please turn off all talk.
Turn off, if you could turn off all talk casual.
Should I?
Yeah, Afro wants it turned off.
No. Okay. Yeah, the teams are using external voice chat, so we won't be able to hear them.
Alright, apparently they can spec freely after death. Agile, have you configured it so it blinds after death?
I thought I disabled that. Maybe.
Alright, so just the one word needed turning on, cool. Are you streaming at 1080, Agile, or 720?
720.
Alright, so there's not much you can do. Alright, so they're ready for the knife round. If you'd like to...
Okay.
Reset, I think we need to reset the rounds.
I don't remember what the command is though.
Hmm?
Wonder what the command is to restart.
At the moment we don't have producer or rain around, so we're having to stream and referee and configure the server all at the same time. So I apologise for any delays.
I got it.
Okay, so here we have the knife round starting to determine the teams. Oh, you requesting another restart? Yeah, do another restart. And then here we go. The winner of this match will request to be on either NSF or Jinrai. Both teams pretty strong. Soft as hell captain, Afro captain. Each team having fairly strong players on each. Should be an interesting match on such a close quarters map as well. Knife rounds got underway in the party zone, as Afro's nicknamed it, with the flashing lights. Each combatant seems to have taken one combatant to take on, although it's getting a bit jumbled towards one corner now. The first team
Thank
kill.
you.
Always a team kill in the knife rounds. Afro taking out Jin and Soft. Totha's now pinned. One more hit and he's down. And the first knife round goes to Jinrai. I wonder what team they'll pick. If they're going to stay on Jinrai?
I don't know if it makes any difference on this one.
No,
I'll pick Jinrai.
they're picking Jinrai.
Cool. I don't need to change the banners. That's good.
Oh yeah, everyone needs to record a demo.
Yep.
The match will be starting. Well, the knife's round already gone ahead, and Afro's team will be on Jinrai, whereas Soft as Hell's team will be on SF. So now we're just waiting for the players to start recording their demos, which will be submitted at the end of the match. And then the score will be reset again, and there'll be a countdown into the match go. Okay, so Afro's team is now recording. Okay, so everyone's recording now. We'll just wait until the. Although, should we wait until the end of this round? It doesn't look like much is happening.
Okay.
Afro's team seems ready. Rounds are restarting, scores will be reset. Here we go. First round, go. Okay, so Jinrai have Crystalline as a recon, doesn't seem to play much else, whereas the NSF team have a full assault setup, I think. Spader moves into the west alley pretty quickly, securing that area. Jin also just round the corner from him. Soft as Hell behind his teammate Jin, checking his 6 towards the ghost. Totha watching the ghost still in spawn. Afro's, as I expected, playing quite passively at the back of the map. And so is Totha. Totha's moving through now, maybe into Afro's line of sight, but nope. Surprisingly, so far for an oil stain map, not much has gone on, considering the close quarter nature of the map.
The last match I
Jin-
saw on Oystein was very intense.
Yeah, that was
Active.
Snob's team, wasn't it?
I think so.
So everyone's decided to stay put. This is incredibly passive play. Lots of leaning, lots of waiting, Crystalline cloaking, even as Recon keeping a firm position on West Alley. Totha keeps on falling back between the two positions. He's pushing forward a little bit now, very tentatively, towards the middle of the map. He falls back again. Both teams really wanting this win. Both teams equally capable almost of getting this win. It doesn't seem one-sided, on paper at least.
Shots fired.
Shots fired, but no one taking damage. At most, this will give away a position. All teams swearing by the ZR silenced, apart from Crystalline, obviously, who's using the SRM.
I'm surprised no one's going for the ghost.
The Ghost is left completely by itself in the East Alley. It doesn't seem...
And even if you don't pick it up in normal use, the teams at least move to it. And
it is a middle Ghost placement, so I doubt we'll see it get capped. But there are positions where the Ghost can spawn on this map, which is very close to the cap zones. And with Crystalline seemingly playing only Recon, as he does in pubs, there might be a chance for Jinrai to cap.
So we have our first tie.
First tie. Hopefully this rest of this game won't play out quite the same, but that is the first round gone. So 12 rounds to go, each team equalizing on 0 points. Here we go, round 2 starting. Opposite sides of the map. Will Jinrai play differently? Will NSF play differently with these new positions?
Did you see the round counter thing pop up?
Me? I'm not sure.
That was in the config. Maybe it's not enabled.
Oh, it was a bad grenade by Spader then. Almost catching Crystalline off guard. Totha taking a position up near the Ghost, leaning round on East Alley. Spader now watching East Alley as well. Afro looking straight down the middle of the map. I just posted another announcement on Active NeoTokyo players and we went from 6 viewers up to 22. So it's still completely deathly silent on Oilstain, a really rare thing to hear. No team chatter, because the teams are using either Mumble or Skype or TeamSpeak. And no weapon fire either, as teams have taken up positions and are just not moving in. If it keeps up like this and the ties keep rolling in, eventually we'll have a really intense climax to the match, with the team having to vie for a loss or a win. We certainly suspected some passive play like this would happen in the tournament matches, especially as it got later on, but this is quite something. Crystalline's position right now in the West Alley is a dangerous position, using little cover, especially when the billboard to the left of him is right there. An interesting choice. Totha still hasn't moved at all. Afro and Soft looking down in the same middle of the map. Not even a single footstep so far.
Wow.
Should have got something to eat now. Certainly have the time. Is this going to end up in a tie? Totha pushes up with his grenade. Oh, is he going to throw it? No, it doesn't look like it. Considering it. Spader moves up a little in front of his teammate Afro. Dangerous position with Soft looking on. Second tie, round 2 gone. This is interesting, to say the least. Now, combat will happen after the round end because it has no determination on the round outcome. However, it does award points for kills. So, a tactic could be, so far, to try and gain an advantage simply just on getting the kills after a round finish.
Yeah. Very interesting metagaming here.
Yeah. Crystalline rushes into West Alley. Jin also pushes through but stops just short of the alley's store. Grenades out by Spader, I think. Afro looking straight down the middle. Windsor's bringing up. It's a good point. Less rounds would force confrontation, but as far as this is the most passive match played yet, I'm certain of. And most rounds, even with the 13 rounds, have ended pretty quickly. Anything like round about 20 minutes, a match has ended. We could force less, but it wouldn't be fair to force less on a individual match. If you were to force less on one match, you'd have to force less on all the matches.
I don't think less rounds would work.
No.
Actually, we could lower the time limit, I guess. It's 3 minutes now. Maybe 2 would be enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the latency on the stream. There's a was it World of Warcraft?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so there's a World of Warcraft tournament. Okay, so now we have action. Spader taking shots from his northwest, and that'll be from Soft as Hell, taking no damage from either of them. Well, actually no. Spader's taken 11 damage, a small amount of damage, but that's the first conflict we've seen in the match so far. Spader's pinned. Soft getting some good shots on him from that distance with the ZR silenced, a weapon better at range than the ZR carbine, the unsilenced version. For saying we probably would see more matches like this as the players who advance get the taste of winning more and want to really progress through. They'll play more passively, more carefully. You can tell that Afro's team and Soft's team want this a lot. So right now, traded bullets, Totha's taking damage, Spader's taking damage, rest of the team is remaining untouched. Spader at 69 health. Someone's taking damage again. Totha takes more damage. Now, this puts the teams roughly equal, armed similarly, and health similarly. And that's the second tie. No, third tie, sorry.
Third tie.
Talking about how passive the match has gone so far. Oh, that was nice by Afro.
Entire NSF team's taken out there after their own ends.
Passive play is one thing we were concerned about when streaming because we don't really want people to kind of tire of it. But with how intense the matches are and how strong these two teams are, I don't think that's much of a problem because it's just intense from these two teams playing. No matter how they play, it'll be intense. Because these are two major contenders. Marumo, Jin, now gone, Recon. So the teams are formulated exactly the same. recon with an SRM and 2 assaults with ZR silenced. Yeah, so we've raised the match count. We're not turning this into an insane match of endurance. It's interesting that one of the teams, I'm not sure which team, picked Oil Stain and are now playing this map, which normally never gets played passively. They're playing it passively. I wonder what the intent was behind choosing it, because I would think if you were to choose Oil Stain, you'd want to combat the enemy sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I guess if you don't, you'd pick something like Shrine or even Rise. There's nothing separating the enemies. So Totha now taking shots at Spada. Maruma's down the first kill of the match apart from post-round kills. NSF, 2 players down now. I advised Marumo against playing Recon against Afro. Maybe this will make him fall back into his more quiet style of play with the assault. Maybe not. Soft as Hell just left on half health, 30 seconds left. He's got to make something happen if he hopes at making a comeback. He moves through. Will this first win go to Jinrai? Soft as Hell moving up quite hastily. Takes down by Afro.
Yeah, he knew he was going to lose either way, so the best thing to do is try to rush out and do some damage.
So far, Jinrai racking up the points despite only having 1 win with post-round kills as well. Afro heading towards the MX at Sergeant, which will be massively useful on this map. So first round win goes to Jinrai. This is the 4th round now.
Afro chooses to stick to the CR here.
Yeah, he's not... I wouldn't advise picking an M41 or a shotgun. A shotgun might work on this map. Spada takes down Soft as Hell straight away. Team captain is down. He finally nailed that grenade in the west alley, getting himself a kill. Afro takes Totha down, who bravely pushes up right into the middle of the map. Suddenly play exploding from all directions. Marumo's gone completely opposite and gone with a support. Is downed by Spada with an assist from Chris, who just makes it out with 4 HP. So now the expectations seem to have been lowered by the Jinrai team, and just as it was, they decided to strike pretty hard. It's 2-0, 5th round.
Very interesting playstyle from Jinrai. That seems to be working out for them.
Jin now pushing straight in. Very late on bringing out his primary, but Soft as Hell's grenade catches out Spada. Crystalline still alive. Jumps through Totha, taking him out, but Soft as Hell's there to back him up. That leaves the 2 team captains left. Afro versus Soft as Hell. Soft as Hell is on half health. I wouldn't recommend that Soft would force this into another tie if he wants to maybe make a comeback at this 2-0 point. And with the rounds that have gone so far, he needs to make something happen again.
Yep.
The immense amount of pressure Jinrai have now put on NSF is forcing them to move up quickly and play more aggressively despite being on the losing side. Zephyr recommending that Jinrai just sit down and play it out. but I think that Spader certainly will be wanting his frags. And a naturally aggressive player. Either way you look at it, this will be a huge boost of confidence for the Jinrai team. Afro hanging out around spawn. Common tactic displayed by him. Never necessarily camps, but always secures a large position, normally close to his own spawn. Backfield play mainly. Soft as hell now pushing up. 1 minute to go on this round. Everything happened very, very quickly. So I need to apologise again, really quick, about my mic feedback and the bee that I have on a leash next to me.
Yeah, I've got some stupid static on my mic as well, so I need to use noise cancellation, which makes my voice sound like a robot. I should
Okay,
probably
so
get
Soft
a...
as hell is pushing up now. Will he check his left where Afro is currently waiting for him? Oh no, Afro pushed back himself. Just as Soft moves in. 10 seconds to go and they're in such proximity to each other. Soft moves through quickly. Afro already waiting for...
Wow,
Takes down Afro.
he makes
That
it.
is a great kill by Soft. Afro already set up position and was waiting for Soft, but he was having none of it.
What a surprise.
Round 7. We progressed that far along already. It's 2-1. Can NSF score the equalising point for this round?